Everyone, delonewolf here, and welcome to the Sunday recap. So this is like a new type of video that I want to make. It's gonna be like a weekly vlog about what I've been doing in the last week, some of the news that I thought was interesting or could interest you guys as well. And then also maybe plans that I have in the near future or videos that I finished and I'm gonna release. Things like that I'm hoping to try and cover in like a weekly video. This should also make my schedule a little bit easier if I can go from having to make a game video every day of the week. If I can get that to 6, where I can just make 3 different videos, 2 EVE Online videos and an EVE talk, and then on Sunday do a quick recap vlog. I think it's gonna help me to just manage the schedule, but also to possibly add more videos if I find the time to actually make them. So with a schedule like that, I can much more easily see myself in a busy EVE week, release 1 or 2 extra EVE Online videos on the day where I have other videos planned and ready for upload. So I'm hoping that this can just help me out a little bit and that I can keep you guys up to date on everything that's happening. So let's dive right in here. First of all, EVE Online. I played a little bit of EVE Online, not too much last week. I mostly did some mining and some logistics in preparation for the citadel that I want to build when the expansion comes out. So it's really all about like earning a little bit of money and then making all the necessary preparations. One thing that you've not seen yet is I did join a fleet for one of the drifter hives. That was pretty cool, and that's coming next week. So that is also something that I managed to find some time for. But other than that, in EVE Online, I'm still in full preparation mode when it comes to the Citadel expansion. What I did play a lot of last week is Path of Exile. So Path of Exile came out with a new league called the Talisman League, and I've played quite a little bit. I got my witch into the Merciless, the final difficulty, and then here it's slowing down quite a little bit. But honestly, Path of Exile, if you've never tried the game, I can highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's also free to play, but with the absolute fairest business model when it comes to a free to play game. So the only thing that you can buy, or maybe some taps for your stash, but other than that, it's all just vanity items. And yeah, the developer there is really keeping the game up to date, constantly iterating on it, constantly coming out with new and fun leagues that give people that have never played the game a chance to just jump right in for the first time. And on top of that, they are working on an expansion which will come next year. So if you've never tried it and you don't really know what to play right now, then just give Path of Exile a go. I would say make a character in the Talisman League, find out if it's a game that you would enjoy, and if you do enjoy it, then you'll be pretty much ready, knowing what you need to know by the time the expansion is gonna hit. So I'm having fun with the Path of Exile, and for a free-to-play game, this is, I think, one of the free-to-play games that I've put the most time in so far. Another game that I've played is some Fallout 4, of course. I'm definitely still having fun with that game. I finished a full playthrough with the Brotherhood of Steel, so I did the entire story. I have several videos ready that cover that, although I try to keep it decently free from spoilers, so it's not like I do a full playthrough of the story. I just pick cool looking parts and then just try to explain how I'm building my character, what I'm doing in the game at a slow pace. I'm planning to do another playthrough of the game, not sure how much of that I'll cover, but this time I'm planning to go with a different faction and maybe a bit of a more planned approach when it comes to my settlements, because that just became a little bit too overwhelming, to be honest. That's like one mistake that I feel I made. I went straight out with the Minutemen. I got all the settlements that I could get from their quest, but managing so many settlements and then with 15-20 people, it just became such a huge task if I wanted to give them all a uniform or the same weapon, make it all look good, that I just said, no, okay, I'm just gonna go with the Brotherhood of Steel, and we're gonna go military style through the story, and then just finish the game, get ready for a next playthrough with a bit more background, more information, trying to have fun that way. But Fallout 4 is a great game in my opinion. I definitely enjoy it, and it's pretty much, I think, on par with Skyrim for me, into how much I enjoy it, especially the settlement building. Although it's probably not perfect, you know, there's definitely a little bit of that feeling of it's tacked onto the game, inspired by Minecraft. Personally, I do enjoy it just because of the freedom you have there and all the cool stuff that you can do with it. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys up to date on Fallout 4, and I'm playing that quite a bit as well. Now on to some news that I found was decently interesting. First of all, we've got MechWarrior Online that came to Steam. I'm not playing it at the moment. I don't think short term I have time to dive into MechWarrior Online, but when I noticed it, I do sometimes check the free-to-play tab on Steam to see what's new, and this one was one where I said, you know, if I ever have another one of those weekends where I say, man, I don't feel like playing EVE, I don't feel like playing Fallout at the moment, what should I do? What should I download? This is probably a title that I'll look into when I have a weekend like that, because I think it's pretty cool. Of course, it's free to play, so you can just give it a try. The user reviews seem to be very positive here, and yeah, it just makes a shooter something I think that you can put some time in without fully committing to the game, just having fun, trying to see if it's a game for you. I thought for people that are in that state right now, you know, you can easily burn out on games, and at this point maybe you've played a bit too much EVE, too much of whatever other game, and you're looking for something else to just give a go, to have some fun over a weekend or a week or something like that. Yeah, MechWarrior Online is now just available on Steam. I'm not sure if you can just download it straight from Steam, or if you just download an installer and then have to go through the same startup as like an EVE Online on Steam, but it could be interesting, it could be fun, and again, if I find myself in a position where I don't feel like playing any of the games that I'm playing at the moment, then I'll probably take a look at MechWarrior Online. And then another bit of news, this is actually older than a week, but since this is the first time I'm doing something like this Sunday recap, Overwatch, I had my eye on it. I was pretty hesitant when it turned out to be buy to play, and we didn't know anything about what their model, Blizzard's model was going to be when it came to their expansions. But there was some really good news on that front. So Blizzard has already confirmed that you'll buy the base game, so it's not a free-to-play game, it's going to be a buy-to-play game where you'll get like 20 heroes or something like that for 40 euros, which I think is pretty fair. I can see myself try every hero for a few hours at least. That means I can easily see myself have 40 hours of fun with the game for 40 euros. That's definitely a fair price. But on top of that, they've confirmed that whatever new maps and heroes will be released in the future, everyone will get those as free DLC. So you will never have a splintering of the player base in Overwatch, as long as Blizzard keeps its promise, of course. But that's really pretty important. It was something that the Overwatch community was actually super vocal about, and I think that that's really good news for the game, and it put Overwatch in my, I'm very likely to just buy it whenever I know that purchasing Overwatch will allow me to play it, whether it is that they give access to beta at some point just before launch, or if we launch the game at that point and you can buy it now, then I'll probably buy Overwatch, honestly. It's a Blizzard game. I've never played Team Fortress or Team Fortress 2. It's a game very much in that style, and I think the fact that the business model that Blizzard is coming out with looks like it's going to be absolutely fair and doing everything it can to keep the community together in Overwatch. I think I'll buy that game whenever it comes out and give it a little bit of a try. I'm pretty sure that I'll have enough hours of fun to make that purchase when it comes out. So yeah, that was basically the news. Honestly, I didn't pay too much attention to what was happening in gaming, or even on with all the Reddit drama that's happening right now in EVE Online. There's a couple of other games that I found were pretty interesting. So Overwatch and then MechWarrior Online are two games that I'm looking at. At this point in the video, I might add something like a bit of a Q&A. If any of you guys have like questions, you can post those in the comments right now. but I'm not sure. Keep in mind, you know, this is like a Sunday recap, episode 0, I would consider it. It's a bit of an experiment. I want to see if I can manage this, if it helps with my schedule or not, if you guys find this interesting. At the moment, I'm going with a really simple format. I just go over the websites from the games that I cover, or where I find interesting news tidbits on. I think I'm doing this mostly to protect myself, because if I have some interesting news when it comes to like a Nintendo game or Sega or something like that, there are a couple of companies that are really a pain in the butt when it comes to their trademark, and if you add the wrong visual, they'll just start throwing some claims at your channel. So I want to avoid that, but I also want to give you guys a little bit of an update on whatever news that I find interesting in the last week or so. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to post those in the comments, and I'll try and cover those in the next one. I'm looking forward to trying out this Sunday recap format. Maybe it'll evolve. Maybe I'll do it from the couch in EVE Online. That's definitely something that I've considered as well, where I basically make it a little bit of a reel that I'll put over the big screen on EVE Online or something like that. But for now, this is going to be the first Sunday recap. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.